And good Thursday morning. You're listening to the Inside Drive podcast. We are on episode 6. And you better buckle up because it's going to be a fun one today. As you can tell from my excitement, I am very, very much looking forward to this episode with two of my very, very good friends. And we've spent some time together before on live situations, and it's always turned out to be a lot of fun. Before we get to that, though, as I always got to mention, got to give a shout out to my big sponsors, Golf Plus and Panhandle Credit Union. As always, go check out Golf Plus in the Edgewater Shopping Plaza next to Firefly. They are your fitting studio and repair shop on the beach. They have the tour van quality repairs every time, and if you need a club fits fast, they will do it for you. The putting green is filled with all the brands you could want. The fitting studio will blow you away with the selection of brands and models of clubs and shafts. Golf Plus has been featured for their fitting in not only Golf Magazine, but also Golf Digest Magazine. All you got to do is head down to Golf Plus if you want your game to get better. And then Panhandle Credit Union, as we say every episode, the quality relationships they have with our community is what Panhandle Credit Union is all about. Whether it is sponsoring an event, donating to a cause, providing loan options, or setting people up with great banking products, Panhandle Credit Union is here to serve those who live, work, worship, or attend school in Bay and the other surrounding counties. Together, Panhandle Credit Union builds community. You can visit panhandlecreditunion.org or swing by any branch to join. Now it's time. I'm gonna bring in, like I said, two of my good friends in the world around here in Bay County. As you always see, Jay Hendley joins us now on Thursdays. But our special guest today, everybody knows him, local legend, Jaye Chapman. Bringing in Jaye Chapman on the podcast today. We got, as you guys remember, I don't know what your acronym was, but I know his acronym was BLJ.
BLJ. Yeah, better looking.
That's
not
it.
true.
Yeah,
No, you're selling yourself short.
Yeah, come on. Well, I got the goatee going. I'm trying to be more like.
That's a value add.
Yeah.
You look. It looks good.
He saw what you were doing, so he's trying to catch up. That's all.
Oh,
But Jay, welcome to the podcast. And real quick, if you want to let everybody know, what you do, and if somebody's looking for some financial help, you're a guy to go see, right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and thank you for having me.
Course,
I'm super excited about being here. Obviously, Jaye Chapman, Chapman Wealth Management, in affiliation with Raymond James, and we just help make sure that people have a good understanding of what their financial future will look like, and any adjustments that they need if they're worried about retirement or running out of money in retirement, any of these things, how their investments are performing, what changes could they make, any of that sort of just general questions. We help people deal with those, and it's what we love doing. So come see us.
Absolutely. Where are you located?
2557 Hunt Cliff Lane.
Okay.
It's right off of Jinx,
So right around the corner,
right
basically.
around the corner. Yep. And that's Panama City, Florida, 32405.
Boom.
Bang.
Also want to give a big shout out to Turn Up Studios. We are inside the Turn Up Studios. If you are looking to do a podcast, they're the thing to do right now. Just come check out Everett right here in Turn Up Studios. It's kind of a one-stop shop depending on what you want to do. They'll do everything for you, or they'll do a little for you. We've got some great packages right here in the podcasting world. Jay, you've been on the show a few times now, and the studio is just a fantastic place to be.
Absolutely. I was watching y'all on Tuesday, and I think Colby was talking to Everett.
Colby loves to talk to people that aren't in the circle of chairs. He always talks to Beth. He talks to Everett, and they're not in the, which is fine. Fine. We did have to ask you a story that Colby made sure we asked you.
Okay.
He made us make sure to ask you about the Uno games y'all used to have growing up.
Yeah, they're intense, and
Uno's an intense game.
Yeah, and so they're a lot of fun, but he's some chronic cheaters, just things like that.
Not good.
What I mean? Yeah,
Not
yeah.
good.
No, I'm just teasing. We have a lot of fun. Colby's a wonderful guy, and he's
one of a kind.
One of a kind, and you talk about under the table mayor. That guy knows everybody. I mean, he really does.
We were talking about that on Tuesday.
He's just incredible.
He's like Kevin Bacon, but 1 degree of separation.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Not six. His, I think it was his cousin or somebody works here at Aaron Rich Marketing.
Yeah, he's like, got people. I know Colby. Colby's this guy knows everyone.
He's a very valuable resource when it comes to needing to know somebody that knows somebody.
And to clear the air from Tuesday, all right, Colby, when you're out at Bay Point, I'm like, hey, what's up, Colby?
He was throwing some shade, you were just turning away from him.
I talked to everybody.
Who's big leaguing who?
What's that?
You're big leaguing Colby?
Yeah.
That's what Colby's claiming.
Yeah, he says he's been at Bay Point, I've shunned him. I'm like, no, I'm not talking to that
big
guy.
leaguer.
I'm like, come on, are you kidding me?
He's getting a little bigger now. So
yeah,
maybe
that's
he's
true,
getting a little husky. He's feeling more offense. I don't know. I did want to start off the show with kind of a topic to get us going, but not no shade at Chick-fil-A, but I love a spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A because I used to eat the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches all the time growing up. Used to go to the mall, the Wendy's was there. Boom, those were so good.
Yeah.
I know what that spicy chicken sandwich is going to do to me, but yet I still eat it.
What does it do to you?
It just makes me feel terrible the next day.
Okay, I got you.
It's just, it doesn't agree with me.
Right.
But I still eat it, and I walk in there and I say, don't get the spicy chicken sandwich, and I still do it. So with that being said, is there something that you guys like that you know doesn't agree with you, but you still eat anyway? It's an on-the-spot kind of question.
Like, really, it's sweets for me, but it's sort of the same idea,
Yeah.
like a cookie cake or something that I just know, like, God, this is gonna just,
It's gonna suck
yeah, well,
tomorrow,
just like I feel, and I guess it's part of aging. I guess as I'm getting a little older, like it just
That might
does,
be the case.
Yeah, like my skin starts to crawl when I eat a ton of sugar,
Yeah.
like in one concentrated event.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's that whole idea of a little bit of momentary pleasure, right? For you have to deal with it later, but
Yeah.
for right now, I'm not going to think about that. I'm just going to do.
And
we
then-
don't encourage that behavior too much.
No,
but from
yes.
time to time, moderation, it's all right.
Yeah.
Once every few weeks, it may be late at night where I'm coming home, and for some reason, Crystals always hits me at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And it's
How
just,
many are you putting down?
5 or 6.
Jesus.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Maybe you should go 1 or 2 and you do
But this is
fine.
every
man.
few weeks, man. This is not an every night deal.
Yeah, you got to be careful. That will become an every night deal. You start getting a little too it's habituated.
Is Crystals a Southern thing?
I think so, because White Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to crush those crystals growing up. I mean, that was like his little guilty pleasure
vice,
as well.
yeah.
And it's something about it just being so small where you can just manhandle it.
It feels like you can eat a bunch of them because you've only, it's just a little tiny burger.
Yeah.
I don't.
In the aggregate, it's more.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
In case you're wondering.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. Jay, I don't know what your acronym is, but I'm just going to call you Swing Coach Jay. My favorite thing about the broadcast that David Hayes does with Kyle Wright and the sponsorships that he announces is the golfwithjay.com first quarter.
Yes.
That's my favorite
Is
thing in the
it? Yeah,
broadcast. 'Cause
yeah.
it's just so good to hear golfwithjay.com on those broadcasts.
Thank you. Yeah.
And speaking of David Hayes, today is basically the last day to get in that pick'em. We've got over 30 people in there now. It's a $20 winner take all. Just check out my Facebook page or David Hayes' Facebook page. Like I say every time, Jay won the thing last year. So if you're worried about competing, don't, because he got it. And what was your strategy last year?
Just pick them. Pigskin pick them.
I mean, that's the definition
in the
of,
name.
Of the name.
It's always
so
good.
The rules
It's
are
always good.
in the name. But you've been putting out a lot of videos lately on your golf page.
Trying to.
Looking good.
Well,
Looking
thank
good.
you. Thank you, Ryan.
Talking about hitting the draw and all that, right?
Yeah.
What was the one where you were doing it from your knees?
Oh, I was playing against a junior.
You're always trying to go blindfold. You've done blindfold, you've done one-handed,
one-handed,
and now you're playing from your knees?
I play from my knees. And I'm
Do the
looking
kids
for any
come up
other
with this?
suggestions.
Or do
no,
you? Okay.
I'm coming up with it. I still have not won a match yet, though. Unfortunately,
wow.
like the kids are really
Getting better.
Yeah, they're getting me.
I have a question about a draw.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Is it really just a feet alignment deal? Is that like, I've always kind of heard that. Like, you don't change your swing path, but if you just put your front foot a little bit in front of your back foot, it'll sort of naturally kind of create
It's the
that.
angle to the ball that
Yeah, I mean,
changes.
it doesn't actually work for me. That
Well, if your swing path has to be consistent, so when you turn
That
your
actually might be the
your
issue.
feet, close to your target line, if you're still swinging down that target line, it'll naturally create that right to
I
left
can't
spin.
even hit putter solid sometimes, which is a problem.
Oh, come on.
No,
come on.
Yeah, no, it's, that's no, but I've always wondered about that. Yeah.
Well, kind of like in baseball, though, right?
Okay.
If you swing more around your body, if you aim right and you swing the club more around your body, I almost would 100% bet that you would hook the ball.
Okay.
So, and that's when you come in for a golf lesson and you're hitting it right. If you're hitting it left at the end of the lesson, I feel like
You've won.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't care how far left.
Yeah, because then you can just scale it back.
Right.
Yeah, right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Golf's that weird thing. In order to hit a draw, you have to feel like you're swinging to hit it to the right.
To first
Yeah,
base.
outside. Yeah.
And then to do the opposite, you got to feel the same. It's just it's a very not intuitive game, so to speak.
It is indeed. Yeah.
Not intuitive at all. But yeah, I like the videos you're putting out, man.
Well, thanks,
It's good
Ryan.
stuff. Good
Yeah.
content. Good. I've been watching them, and kids are taking advantage of being blindfolded, one-legged, and on your knees. So
Eventually, I want to get out and play some more golf courses and try to, get some holes in and,
Yeah.
Go out to Panama Country Club, random places, and just,
There's a
shoot
big old
videos.
new facility coming here. I don't know when it's going to be
I
done, but
know.
up there in the north part, I think it's in Washington County.
Vernon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big deal. A Kaiser project right here in our backyard. That's going to be some special stuff. I
It
forget the
is.
name of it, but I may have an opportunity to get the guy in charge of that project on the podcast.
Oh,
Wow.
that's cool.
Working on that with Jody. So we shall see. That would be awesome. But that would be huge for our area and huge for those northern counties because it's going to bring a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
And it's just going to bring destination golf to our area, which we have golf courses, but they're not destination
Right.
golf courses. You're not going, it's not a Whistling Straits or abandoned dunes. And if you can put a facility like that in our area, should be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that, hopefully coming to fruition.
Yeah.
I know you just asked about the draw, but do you have any other golf questions while we got the swing dock in the house?
Yeah, I was thinking about this. Is there a common like swing correction that you make like relatively to most amateurs that you see or weekend golfers? Like, is there one thing in particular that you see them really struggle with?
Yeah, I do. Kind of put me on the spot here. I'm
Alignment,
trying to
right?
think. Alignment, yeah.
Is the biggest thing.
Yeah. And, getting off your trail leg,
like
your
getting
trail,
through the ball?
getting through the
Yeah,
ball.
right.
That right there is probably the number one thing.
So not leaning back when you hit it kind of idea
Yep.
and getting down through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And anything you can do to finish with, all your weight on your front side. I mean, I'm sure kind of like in
Which is
pitching.
yeah.
right?
which is the opposite of a baseball swing.
That's right.
But obviously not
Yeah.
pitching.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's some common.
I just
things.
thought there has to be some continuity between like God, these guys. They struggle with various things, but the main thing that people struggle with is either
Yeah.
a line, whatever. I just figured you'd see a lot of a commonality between amateur golfers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That and grip, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
grip.
wow.
Oh, my God.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
Some of the grips I see are absolutely amazing. So,
I grew up with a 10-finger grip.
yeah.
Just a
Baseball
baseball
grip.
swing
Yep.
grip, huh?
Yeah.
Grew
That's
up with that,
nuts.
and I really didn't change it until I was like in my young 20s
Wow.
because I don't know why. It just felt
Just
like
felt
and
right.
I just committed to it, and eventually it became natural.
Yeah.
Just like anything.
Yeah.
And swing changes too. I'm sure it's the same way in a lot of sports. It's if you're trying to make a swing change, it's got to feel like it's extremely
Ugh.
different. And then the reality is it's just a little tiny difference from what your mind thinks is happening.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's the same in
Yeah.
baseball
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Jay, you got any questions for Jay? I know we've chatted a lot in the past. I've got a couple. One here, I'll start with this one. This is from a listener.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you saw the thing the other day with the catcher and the pitcher on the Astros. His name was Frambler Valdez.
Oh, yeah.
And the catcher wanted him to step off the mound to get the pitch right.
Mm-hmm.
And then he never stepped off. And then the next pitch was a grand slam to put the Yankees up 6-0. And then on the next pitch after that, Salazar's the catcher. Valdez threw a 93-mile-an-hour slider, which I don't think is the pitch that was called, and it hit him in the chest.
Yeah.
Now, the way they kind of stared at each other afterwards, it made fans think that it might have been on purpose. Now they've both said it was not on purpose. Had you ever come across anything like that in your pitching career?
Oh yeah, more than you would think,
Yeah,
right? I
that's-
mean,
yeah.
no, because like, it never occurred to me how much the catcher, thinks of a part of their, responsibilities is calling the game. And it took me a while to really understand. Like, hey, I'm typically with what I did, I pitched one inning or one and a third, 1 2/3, at the end of the game, pretty leveraged situations. But the catcher has been 3-4 at bats with this same guy. He's seen tendencies
Yep.
with this guy, what he's swinging. It never occurred to me.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I throw. I know that I want to throw on certain counts. And so I would like just totally dismiss, like with what catcher's suggestions would be when I was younger. But then as I got a little older, yeah, you want to make sure that you're on the same page. And just because you feel like it's the right pitch, actually, a matter of fact, I have a specific example. There was a guy named Alex Liddy, and he was like a futures game player, played in the big leagues for a little while with the Mariners. And I just wanted to throw front foot changeup when I got to 2 strikes. This is what I went to a lot with right-handers. And my catcher, his name was Sean McGill at the time, slider, no. Eventually he does the deal,
Yeah.
and he comes out. I'm like, hey, man, like, what's the problem? Like, this is what I like to do. And he said, buddy, I've been watching this guy swing over sliders all day. like all day. And I was like, oh, I had not even thought of that. So we go slider away, swings right over it. And I'm like, wow, that was pretty insightful on his behalf.
Helpful. Yeah,
that's right. But but at that point, it occurred to me, oh, he's watching the game now, the whole game. He's seeing tendencies like, because they, like obviously with such a long season, there's times people are hot or times people are cold or times people struggle with different things.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yep.
And so it just occurred to me like, maybe you might want to listen to the input from the catcher.
Good stuff.
And so that's probably what the catcher was probably just convicted. Like, hey, I think that we should throw this pitch. And Valdez is like, at the end of the day, probably same thing in golf. I got to feel confident or else it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even if it's the right shot shape and I don't feel comfortable,
that's right.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
But that's why the conversation is for.
Yeah.
So we can get on the same page and I can go.
And perfect case in point because the pitch got hit out of the park for a grand slam.
Exactly right.
Yeah. I'm sure they'd like to take that back.
Yeah. So, but then you can have a little. I have one specific instance too that I don't want to talk too much about, but I did had the same instance burn me one time too, where I gave up a bases loaded double, and as I'm running behind, this is a teachable moment for younger Jay.
Yeah, I like it.
Run by the catcher and told him nice pitch call. And in the locker room, that was not a pleasant conversation.
On the field was a little different than once you got.
Well, he started staring at me the same way.
Yeah.
And then right when we got in the locker room, he comes up to me in not so many choice words and said, "Hey, did I throw the bad slider or did you?" I said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Well, this is a different conversation. I didn't want to throw it at all."
Yeah.
But anyways, but that stuff can happen, man.
Yep.
But at the same time, and I don't want to belabor this, but everyone hopefully is out there doing what they think is best.
Yeah.
We just want to win.
Yep.
And so sometimes when that happens, tensions are hot. You've seen golfers and caddies kind of do the same thing.
Yeah, that was actually going to be my next question. Was fair to compare a golfer and a caddy to a pitcher and a catcher?
100%.
Ooh.
Yeah.
100%. The only thing that I'll say is I had the opportunity at one of these celebrity golf tournaments over the course of my career to golf with John Daly's, one of John Daly's former caddies.
Gotcha.
And I think there's probably a little bit more
different there.
Well, he's a little bit more. They're easier to beat up on. Like the caddy said, like he had told me, I forgot the guy's name actually, but he had told me, he's like, John Daly hit a bad shot and he was sort of not happy about it, chewing out his caddy, and the caddy saying, "Well, I'm the one cleaning the club. I can see that you didn't hit it. You didn't hit it in the sweet spot. You hit off the toe or whatever.
Right.
But it's my fault."
Yep.
Yeah. So I could probably see where
Golfers
it
love scapegoats.
Oh, of course they do.
for sure.
Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting. He's like, "I'm the one cleaning the club afterwards. I saw exactly
know
where you hit
made
it."
contact.
Yeah.
Buddy. Yeah. No, that's good.
I've got a question. What about playing professional baseball, and obviously we're all kind of in that midlife part of life. Like, what did baseball to you help? Like as you've grown older,
man.
Like,
it's a great question, and I tell this as sports as a medium for all these different life lessons. It's whether it's golf or football, baseball, whatever. What it taught me was, and what I really try to preach to the kids now is that there's a couple of different responses that you can have to situations or outcomes that are subject to just total randomness. Like you might throw the perfect pitch, for instance, that the situation calls for. The batter might hit it very softly, and it might hit third base and bounce, whatever, take an adjacent bounce and it's a double, or the umpire misses a call and it's a huge call and it's the wrong call.
Yeah.
But a golf takes an awkward bounce, you hit the perfect shot.
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep moving forward.
Yep.
Yeah, you cannot let that affect this downward spiral.
yeah,
And that's a life lesson, man. Things are not going to go your way in life. I mean, everybody knows that. But how do you respond to that? And do I feel sorry for myself, or do I just go do the next thing? And that to me is like take away all the aspects that I loved about sports.
Yeah.
That's the biggest takeaway for me for teaching kids.
Yep.
Like I see so many kids get upset when umpires. That's actually the purpose of this whole thing. Yeah. Like it didn't go your way.
Yep.
You got to go back out.
What are you going to do?
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Next man up mentality.
That's
next
exactly
play
right.
mentality, next shot mentality.
Next shot mentality, and then as that sort of progresses into a different, as a father or husband or employee, employer, whatever. Like those things show up so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just in differing.
Yep.
Yeah. And so that's probably the biggest lesson that I took away from it, and really love about sports, because
100%.
it's so in the moment, so raw.
yeah.
And you can let it get to you if you don't watch it. And I have. I mean, I'm not perfect. I mean,
we're human.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean, it's kind of funny you say that, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but since I've dealt with this cancer diagnosis,
no, dude.
Yeah.
you can either
Speak it.
you can either deal, you can either let it get you down, or like you were just saying, let it, you succumb to it and you worry about it and constantly, or you can take one step forward and keep moving each day at a time.
Yeah.
And
You know it better than any of us,
yeah,
buddy.
well, and I feel like I don't have a choice.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
Why wallow in something that I really can't control, and just do what you can do to, and I just, like you were just saying, I hope kids, the younger you are when you realize that it's not going to always go your way, but it's what you do next. The younger you are when you realize that, the more successful you're not only going to be in sports, but in life as well. So I love that point, and I love that correlation between sports and life. So
Amen to that.
yeah, golf. I mean, any sport.
Yeah.
Any sport teaches you life lessons.
Yep.
I'd probably say, golf could be one of the more challenging ones because you can hit a perfect shot that hits the flagstick and rolls back into the water, and you can either say, well, deal with it. My next shot, I got to get up and down, or you can let it ruin the rest of your round.
I have one more comment on this too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only because the professional baseball season is so long, and I'm sure like kind of the same idea was some of these golf tours. I will say this: there was a temptation early in my life to think like, oh man, I gave up. Like now they would measure it via exit velocity.
Yeah,
like it was a poorly hit ball, but it was a hit. We called it. You used to call it a Judy.
Yeah,
or whatever. Let me just tell you something. I started, when I was a little bit more advanced in my career, I started taking actual notice of these different things and sort of, not hardline statistics, but just kept a general like ledger of like, okay, it's very easy to give up a poorly hit ball as a hit and go, man, things are not going my way.
Yep.
When the next pitch, a guy hits a rocket.
Yep.
And the shortstop catches it. And you always discount that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's out. That's good. Yeah. I'm telling you, over the course of a season, I think this is applicable to life as well.
Nice.
They sort of, it sort of evens out.
Yeah, it does.
Like over the course of 162 games, the amount of poorly hit balls that are hits and the amount of rockets that get caught, big enough sample size.
And that's a mentality, right? That's I'm going to look at the positives always instead of looking at the negatives. And it's almost like a disease when you just look at everything in a negative light.
Oh, and one of the things I've learned through golf, in my 20s, I'd hit a bad shot, throw a club, get mad, walk off the golf course. No lie. I mean, I would.
I've walked off a few golf courses.
Yeah. And at some point in my mid-30s, I figured out that if I stayed calm and it didn't get to me, that the next few holes, and it happens every time, I make a 30-foot putt that I'm not supposed to make.
Yep.
And it all comes back.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's over the long haul, it evens out.
Absolutely. I wish I would have figured that out when I was a teenager.
Yeah. Same.
Youth is wasted on the young. That's the whole idea, right? If I could take me now and go back to 19.
The mental ability now with the physical ability back then.
I know.
Life could have been a little different, but it's all good.
And this is talking to the idea that, like, and I've been a big believer in this it's just truism of life, really, but you got to experience these things before you really know them.
Yep.
There's a distinction between knowing about something, and then actually experiencing it, knowing it.
Yeah, firsthand.
And so you can't really expedite that, and so that's what I mean. Now that we're in the 40s, you're like, oh man, I wish I could. Well, everybody does. Right?
Yep. Hindsight.
I also wish my body felt like it did when I was 18.
Yeah, the recovery is just not the same. Yes. I watch these, and I help out at football practice, and I watch these kids run and stuff like that, and they're huffing and puffing. It's like, you guys, you don't even have to run like we used to have to run back in the day.
Yeah.
God, I don't know. I don't know.
And you get 13-year-olds, Coach Jay, my back hurts. I'm like, come on, are you kidding me?
Dude, there was listen to this. I actually go think about these times back in the older days when they would literally use the phrase "water is for the weak."
Yes.
And now you're like, no, water is like imperative to hydration.
Yeah,
we
like
need it.
The basis of life.
It's like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you're weak if you want water.
Yeah.
You're like,
times are different.
yeah, they're just a little different, man.
Slightly different. Now we're taking water breaks halfway through quarters and stuff.
The
like
officials got a couple water breaks. That's a high school thing, but the official, I was like, officials getting water breaks? Huh?
Yeah.
Do it during the timeouts.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
no doubt. No, that's a great point. You will have no water. You are weak.
Yeah, like, whoa, that's a little extreme.
Like, I think I need it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My 9-year-old baseball coach used to tell me to get my finger out of my butt and get the ball game.
Boom.
I mean, what in the heck?
Do that now.
Like, yeah.
See what happens.
You go to jail. Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Generations have, dare to
shifted.
say it, gotten a little softer.
It has.
Certainly shifted.
And I think that's just kind of the general,
So let's
world in general. Go ahead.
What do we? All right, so football intensity, right? Just intense. Golf, the total opposite. However, like you see so many baseball coaches that are so intense, but let's be honest, baseball is a pretty relaxed game. Like, do you think baseball coaches have it wrong with how intense they bring?
Well, you got to kind of realize what you're asking. So, like, and I really don't mean to make this guy, but if you're a casual fan, I could totally see where the game is more relaxed. But let me tell you something: intra count, every batter is a war. The count, 0-0, 1-0, 0-1. That's a huge battle.
Yeah,
1-1. I go to 2-1 or 1-2. Huge, and the accumulation of those counts, basically foretell the game.
Yeah.
And so, like, to your point, I could see it kind of like relax. No, dude.
Not in the moment.
No.
Inside
From the moment,
diamond,
this count
it's
could dictate outcomes in this game. Even if it's in the first, it's funny. I always tell people, you can lose the game right out of the gate pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, by not being, same idea, not being alert or aware or ready or whatever. But, so, like, no, I just think that they sort of understand the intensity of every
because those little moments add up to usually what the outcome of the game is.
That's exactly right. And the thing that's really tough about it, though, that I think some managers do get right is that over the aggregate, like over the season, it is so hard to maintain that level of intensity day in, day out. It just breaks you. I actually don't know that you're meant to do it.
Yeah.
Like there's times where you just like, I just have to.
You can't be that hyped every time you walk out there.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's some people that can, but they're the ones using that extra creatine.
Yeah, there's really no telling what they're hitting. Lots of amphetamines.
A little different scenario there. We obviously had a great opening weekend, or not opening weekend, week one of college football games. Yeah, that's right. You're an Alabama guy.
Oh, man.
That's okay.
Since you brought that up, where do you think the season goes from here?
No, I don't think it's good. I just don't think it's good. I don't, and like I said, I'm careful to jump on the board like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I mean, like
that's the natural reaction.
Well, and somebody made a great point. I actually think it was AJ McCarron that I was listening to a podcast or reading an excerpt from one of his statements was, well, you knew who he was when you hired him.
Yeah.
That's who he was. Yeah. So now you can't expect him to be somebody different. The only thing that I took a lot of issue with was the defensive coordinator Womack said, like, we were absolutely 100% prepared for everything that Florida State did. And I'm like, you can't just genuinely look me in the face and tell me that. That's like making a 30 on a test and going, I was ready for all the questions.
I was prepared for this test, except I failed it.
Right. You were maybe different. Yeah. So
I
thought that was disingenuous, sort of almost an excuse.
It kind of sounds like he's putting it on the players and not on his coaching.
This is my biggest issue here. I used to really root for coaches that were, when we win, the players did great. When we lose, it's my fault.
Yeah.
I didn't prepare the team. And I didn't hear a lot of that.
No.
I did not. As a matter of fact, I heard a lot of the players know they need to be like, excuse me. This is a culture deal with the coach.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, or, I mean, if at least make it appear that way. Yeah. Whether you think it's that way or not.
Lie.
Yes. Come out and say, I did not have the team prepared.
Yeah.
I will do better.
You got to take that's a coach's job. You have to take the blame.
Yeah. And the fact that they weren't really doing that made me think, hey, man, this thing is probably.
Yeah.
But, like I said, one of the bigger questions, and again, I'm not trying to belabor all this, but is, you looked around, though, and like it was the Dan Lanning, or even I think there were some attempts to get Norvell or something. Who do you go get when Saban basically just leaves? Apparently, from what I could gather, he had two. Did you see this? That Saban said he had two speeches after the end of the last season, the Michigan game. One was like, "Hey, let's go get him next year," and the other one was like, "Hey, I'm retiring."
Yeah.
And so, like, apparently, according to him, he didn't even know. Like,
so it was like,
yes,
I'm retiring.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so you get like really quick, like, whoa, I'm out. And who do you go get? Like,
you're following one of the greatest coaches ever to coach the game of football.
What you look at Sark and Kirby and Brian Kelly, and they're all established. Lane Kiffin,
they're all part of the tree.
Yeah, where do you go? So I don't know, like that. I mean, that's another thing I think people discount. If you punch Norvell, if you punch DeBoer and he's out,
where do you
Who's
go?
coming in?
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go get them?
Yeah.
They don't just grow. You're right over there. Yeah.
No.
So anyway.
No. But yeah. So obviously a crazy opening or week one of college football. So we have that natural kind of week one, and then week 2 kind of drops down a little bit. You do have a few good games on the docket. You've got number 13 Florida taking on USF, who had a good showing against Boise State in their opening game. And then you've got Kentucky at number 20, Ole Miss. Number 12, Arizona State against Mississippi State. Number 15, Michigan against number 18, Oklahoma. That's the only top 25 matchup in week 2. So got some good games there. But obviously, once we get into conference play here in a few weeks, it'll start kicking up a little bit. That's for sure.
I have a question for you. Do you mind?
If I have an answer, hopefully.
About this. I've been wondering about this. So with the NIL stuff now, right? And I think that the reason I'm probably been wondering about it is because I've just been listening to this rhetoric from the Alabama community for the last, however many days. It's the motivational aspects of how, and I'm like, yeah, well, some coaches are able to still do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the problem is.
The coaches do it in the NFL all the time.
That's what I'm saying. And I started thinking about even my own career. I played with first rounders that got paid $4 million at 19. Well, guess what? Their motivation to be a great Major League Baseball player is, it can wane or it can go, it doesn't determine you. But I'm just trying to figure out if the coaching needs to be more motivational aspect of like, hey, man, you need to not think about the money you have now, but do you want to be a great NFL player or not? Aside from all the money that you have now. Yeah. Because I do think it's kind of hard.
I mean, it's natural to...
That's right.
Because even if you're getting paid... I mean, a lot of these guys getting paid a lot of money, NIL, are going to go on to the NFL. But if you're kind of on that, maybe you're a 5th, 6th, 7th rounder guy, but you're making $500,000 a year in NIL where you are, do you really have that motivation to play as hard as you can to make it to the NFL? Or do you say, $500,000 is fine for me. I can make that work.
It's like a Van Wilder situation.
Yeah.
You're just in college.
Yeah, you just stay in college as long as you can.
Right.
As long as you can get paid, that's for sure. But, I agree with you. I think it's a lot more on the coaches to motivate the team to, and it's tough too because you got all these transfers. So you've got a new squad that maybe that's why, Alabama's having a tough time with the culture right now is because you've got some of these guys that are, coming in from elsewhere that haven't been, part of that. And there's some coaches that seem to do a little bit better job with bringing everybody together that's new versus, just kind of because you're not going to build these high school grassroots teams anymore. It's just not the nature of the business. You got to recruit high school kids and kids in college at the same time. So,
and it's like, because one of my deals was like, I would be thinking about, because the immaturity of a young kid who gets money. I mean, you think $500,000 is all the money in the world, which it's a lot of money, but try to live 50 years with.
You can blow through it.
That's right. Yeah,
5 years and then you're broke.
Trying to challenge people like, hey, we're here, ostensibly because we all want to be great football players,
absolutely,
or we want to go to the next level, and you will not reach the next level if you rest on. Because I think just kind of doing the old school like waters for the week, I don't know that. Just tough, Just like I was like, but I got $1 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have a drink of water.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Or like you said, I'll just leave.
Yeah,
I'll just leave. So trying to get them to buy into like, hey, you need to do this for your own future benefit.
Yeah, and
it's understand that
now. Yes, if you want to set yourself, your family up, you got to keep working.
That's right.
You can't just settle. Well, and it's going to be interesting to see, too, in my opinion, like a documentary in 20 years from now, all these guys that got all these big NIL deals, never made it to the NFL, and, what happened to them.
Last thing, real quick interjection, just because what I do with finance, economics, I'm wondering at some point, and I know that there are people that are sourcing this, the collectives or whatever, but like a return on investment. Like, I'm like just wondering, like, it seemed like so much money was pumped in. And like eventually, the way the investments go, there's
pipeline's going to slow down.
Well, like, hey, I'm not seeing return on these monies. Like, I'm not spending them. Like,
I just gave $10 million to the Booster Club at Alabama, and
that's exactly
and you guys
right.
lose to Florida State. There goes my money.
That's right. And so I'm trying to figure out what that return on investment looks like, and if the money keeps flowing. And then I also saw where the NCAA has implemented some of these third parties that now, like expenses over $600 or something that they have to be validated by a third party.
Yep.
Trying to clean some of that stuff up. Let's go to the car shop and get $1 million for a commercial.
Yep.
That's kind of going away.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, they're trying to, you're seeing a lot more like finance classes or finance programs and stuff like that. They're getting more health care. They're starting to do a lot of things too to kind of help that student athlete, if we still call them student athletes, because that's the reality situation. They're at school to learn, and then they play sports at the same time. I mean, I'm 100% with them getting paid because they bring in so much money for that school.
Right.
But if we were to go back in time, I think it would have been better if we just kind of started with being able to pay from the school, certain levels and stuff like that, instead of just letting it be, hey, this guy wants to give you $10 million to come play at, and then teams like Oregon that got all that Nike money, they can just throw money all over the place.
Right.
Like you said earlier, these kids are 18, 19 years old when making these decisions to go to college, and, somebody dangling a $10 million check in front of you to come play football for their college.
So,
who's going to turn that down as a 19-year-old boy?
And that's my thing. Is like I worked for a company for maybe a year and a half that like thrived off of like going and getting a contract signed.
Yep.
Dude, a contract doesn't mean anything. Like, I mean, they used to. I mean, this company would really
go after it.
And so that's when the ink hits the paper is whenever that's when the rubber hits the road. And that's the thing with the NIL deal is like you can say, hey, $10 million, but it's a facade.
Yeah, right. Well, how much of that is real?
Yeah.
None of it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, anyways.
So I saw really quickly, and this is on the baseball side, but I don't know why it irked me, just because of part of the era that I grew up in. But there was a kid, I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a left-handed pitcher. He was supposed to be a top 5 pick in the draft. The slot for that is, upwards, $6 to $10 million.
Yeah.
I saw where he got an NIL deal. I don't know if he'll play to its fruition or receive all these monies, but I just thought about this to a degree. Say, okay, well, he's a $7.5 million NIL deal to go to Ole Miss.
Yeah.
If he plays through and gets $7.5 million at Ole Miss and then doesn't get hurt and then still establish himself as a top 5 pick, this kid could have made $15 million, never stepped on professional baseball.
Yep.
That's crazy to me. That to me is like, I'm not that on board with that.
It just seems like you're betting on the future, and it's like a futures bet that you don't know if it's going to come to fruition or not. So why are you putting so much on it? But then again, the same thing, people do that in gambling every day.
And if you think about it, he's basically getting to experience his draft experience twice, as opposed to just once, right? Like out of college or high school, you get drafted, you get paid some money. He's like, no, I'll get paid this lump sum of money to go here and then get it again at the draft, barring that I get hurt or whatever. And I thought, doubling up on these basically your draft is insane.
Yeah.
Like anyway, I'm sorry. That's me being an old guy that just
no, you're fine.
Is
you're
over.
Fine. Get off my lawn.
Yeah. The amount of money's just being thrown around. I just honestly can hardly comprehend it.
Speaking of high school sports, obviously we had a big week last week. Bay High took down the Mosley Dolphins in that big upset. I think the first real big upset of the season. We got some more games on the docket tonight. Bay will be traveling up to North Bayhaven Academy. North Bayhaven is 0-2, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be 0-3 after this particular game. No shade to North Bayhaven, but Bay High looks like the real deal this year. They've got some super athletes. Their quarterback is fantastic. Bozeman, coming off that victory over 5A Leon County last Friday, is 2-0. They'll be hosting Bluntstown, who is 1-0. Coming up there to the Buck Stadium. Jay, you got any quotes for that one?
No, you can't put me on the spot.
Well, you're
look at him dance with that football.
They're gonna burn your grandma's house down a couple of weeks ago. That got a lot of attention on social media, but a lot of people also realized that was a Varsity Blues quote.
It's from Varsity Blues, one of the best football movies of all time.
It is. It's up there. Okay. No, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
Daniel Moxon.
That's right.
Did you just refer to yourself
Jonathan
Moxon? Yeah, third person.
It's
Jonathan Moxon's only one man.
Yeah. You could probably quote that movie from start to finish.
Yeah, it's funny.
I watched it 2 times this week.
Did you?
Shocking.
Wow. Golly.
Yeah.
Like, do you have it like on like your DVR, or is it just always on TV?
It's always on TV.
You're like Varsity Blues. I gotta watch that. I haven't
Yeah,
seen that.
Yeah, it's just so good.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
It's like your favorite meal. You know where I'm going. I know what I'm getting.
Yep.
It gets you though. It puts you right into like you just want to go to Texas and just sit at a Friday night football game.
Man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Different there.
The stereotypes that come out of that. They're just so good.
It is
Across
It really
the
is.
board. They didn't really care about concussions getting back to the water situation. Concussions, same situation. The protocols for head safety in that era were very lax.
Yeah, that Billy Bob instance, that was real.
Yeah.
That actually wasn't hyperbolic.
Oh,
yeah. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
That was
Back in the-
happening. Yeah.
How many fingers you holding up, Billy?
Doesn't matter. You're up.
Oh goodness. Yep. Now you're pulling. I mean, which I think is good. They're pulling kids, out of games so quickly.
Yeah.
But again, I think that's good when, especially with all the stuff we've seen come out of down the pipeline from head injuries and all
CTE
that
stuff, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Freeport 2-0, traveling to Northview, who is 0-2. Mosley trying to get back in the win column. They are 1-1. They travel to Rickards, which I believe is in the Tallahassee area, if I'm not mistaken. So Mosley looking to bounce back from that loss to Bay last Friday. And then 2-0 Chipley will be traveling over to Rutherford. Rutherford still looking for their first win of the season. They had a bye last week, trying to make it 1-1 as the Chipley Tigers make the trip down. And then also you got Weewa Hitchka, traveling to 0-2 Vernon. Vernon trying to avenge that 45-0 loss to Holmes County from last week. That's kind of all your Friday night football games that I have on my Max Prep favorites anyway. I'm sure there's some more I missed out there, but get out and support those local athletes. Nothing better than a packed stadium on Friday night. Little Friday night lights.
Yes,
Jay
sir.
Hendley. How are the Friday night lights in Griffin?
Jam-packed.
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 A true small town football.
Absolutely.
Just like I don't know the town. I don't know the movie like you do. What's the town in Varsity Blues?
Oh, man. Hold on.
You got this. I put you on
No,
the
they
spot.
played Bingville.
You know their
He knows the
schedule.
opponent.
I know
doesn't
the
know.
opponents, but I can't even remember.
If you were
now.
actually paying attention to Facebook comments, somebody may tell you.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
That was your job today and you forgot.
Oh, no, I'm looking.
He's
Hey,
keeping
Mailman
it.
Mike's listening in up there in Weewall.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Mailman Jerry. Both Jerry and Mike. Do you remember them from
Oh yeah, from the
fantasy
draft.
football?
Yeah, absolutely. He brought the old school magazine to make his picks with. You remember that?
Oh, I
yeah.
do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was proud of him for that because why not use it?
Yeah.
It still works. Still the same thing. All right, you want to do some afternoon delight or what do we call them now? Good morning delight debriefs.
Good morning.
What's better, a morning delight or an afternoon delight?
Ooh,
Putting you on the spot there, Jay.
I hadn't had one in quite some time.
It's like, man, I can't
I
wait
don't
to see
even
what
know.
this answer is.
I'll take any delight I can get.
Good answer. Good
Killing me.
answer.
That's a great answer.
Oh man,
Fantastic
Pass the
answer.
buck to y'all. What's one better for y'all?
Oh man,
I'm kind of in the same boat.
same boat. Yeah.
Just
Not
you
gonna
take
turn-
what you
Not
get.
going to turn down any delight, whether it's in the afternoon, the morning, or the evening.
That's right.
That's right. Those 2 a.m. delights are good though too. Like I'm
Do you
talking.
have those more often?
Well, the 2 a.m. delights of
I
just
haven't seen 2 a.m. in years.
yeah. I mean, you wake up from a
Little nappy do.
from a nap and you go to the freezer and you catch a cone, ice cream cone. Man, those are delights. Those are delights.
2 a.m.
At 2 a.m.
Solid.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good for the old digestive
Yeah.
system. Maybe that's what Colby's been doing. He's
Rough
been getting
mornings.
2 a.m. ice cream
Makes for
cones.
rough mornings, but again, that's momentary,
Yeah,
outweighing the future.
that's it. That's it. Live in the
aspects.
moment, not
Yep.
in the future. That's what we've kind of learned from today.
Yes, sir.
Before I want to do some divisional picks for the NFL to end the show, but I want to get to some afternoon or morning delight debriefs or whatever you call. I think I did this on my previous thing. I'm not going to do it today, but I don't know if you remember me talking about the mom who was bullying her daughter via text message. It just came out on Netflix
I watched
last
that.
week, and I was like, I've talked about this. Do you remember that? I don't know if you were there when I did it or not, but basically there was this huge thing. This high school girl was just getting bullying. Her and her boyfriend at the time were getting bullied. They're doing this investigation, and it was just some nasty stuff she was saying. And then they did the documentary on it, which was wild.
Riveting.
Yes, and then it ended up being her own mother doing that to her.
Spoiler.
What?
But that is, I watched. I did not know that. By the way, I didn't know this was coming.
Yeah.
And when it hit, I'm like, this? Well, it's like they say, and I don't mean to do this, but they say the first instance of digital Munchausen syndrome.
Yes.
Kind of,
100%.
Crazy,
100%.
man.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah. But I was like, we talked about that. And I was like, now it's a Netflix doc.
Yeah.
And it's maybe one of the best ones
It's a good
on
one.
there.
I mean, it's a good
It's
one.
the catfish thing, right?
Yes.
They only call it
Yes,
catfish.
yes. It's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Unknown Number. High school catfish. Turned out to be your mom.
Unbelievable.
I've seen some pretty messed up stuff
This was one of the worst.
up there.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then the girl was like, I just want to be
Love
with my mom. I just
Yeah,
want to be with my mom.
This speaks to that.
Yeah. Yep. She was groomed into that.
It's crazy.
It's exactly what it is. It's digital Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was fascinating to watch from the psychological
It's that
aspect.
train wreck kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. You just like.
this
Well,
is a real thing.
And being that, we're kind of into it now, but
Yeah.
that I didn't know the backstory, I just certainly assumed it was somebody that was in their little peer group.
Yeah.
Was kind of doing this and was jealous. When it hits, at the end of who it is, I'm like, this is bizarre.
It's about the
crazy.
biggest twist you could ever see in a story. And then the people that caught all the flack for thinking that it was them being, losing their entire year of their life because they're investigated, and then, then it turns out to be your mom.
What happens to the mom? Does she get any kind of probation or any like?
She goes to prison, but it's not for very long.
Yeah,
She's
year and a
out
half.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
Year and a half, yeah.
Because there was only so many charges she could get charged with, because it's not a very common thing. So I
Right.
forget what she got charged with.
I
I think it was
too.
stalking, some kind
Yeah,
of
there was
cyber
cyber stalking. Yep.
And in my opinion, she should have been behind bars for a little
Long
longer.
time, man.
But the daughter wanted her out.
Yeah. Dude,
But she was, obviously brainwashed with that whole
Right.
scenario. But
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
crazy stuff.
That is crazy.
I just don't know how you could. I mean, obviously she's a messed up person, but I don't know how you could just act like
Nothing happened.
Like you're pretending to help find out who's doing
Yes.
this. Literally sitting with the mom of the boyfriend, trying to find out the stuff and just putting your daughter through mental hell.
Last thing here that drove me crazy. She would not take credit for the first couple messages.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
That's
that's
that
bullshit.
lets you know she's
Yep.
totally not.
Yeah, she's detached
Yes.
from what she did.
Yeah. She's like, well, it wasn't me to start, but then I'm like,
Yeah, it
you're still
was.
holding on to that? Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's no change
So,
in the way that,
we see through that.
Yeah.
and we
sorry.
used to think that Jerry Springer was like bad.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is way
It was
further than Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
Bizarre, man.
That Jerry Springer doc's a good one too.
Yeah.
If you've never seen that.
I've seen parts of it.
Wasn't he the mayor of Chicago? Yeah. No. Yeah.
I didn't think so, but he might have been. Jay, I have no idea. That's a
You would know Jerry
He was a
Springer.
mayor of some city.
He was.
Really?
He
Sure
was a
was.
mayor, yep.
No.
wow.
That's how he got pulled in, I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
Huh.
All right. You want to look? I got another one. This is, kids don't listen, unless you're okay with it. This is from WJHG. This is actually from Tallahassee. The title of this article: Video shows moment Chuck E. Cheese mascot gets arrested, escorted out of building in front of kids. Tallahassee, Florida, Gray News. Police in Florida have released body camera video from an arrest in July in which a man in a Chuck E. Cheese mascot uniform was taken into custody. The incident happened at the Chuck E. Cheese on Scherer Road in Tallahassee. According to court records, Jermel Jones, 41, was arrested on credit card theft and fraud charges. Newly released body cam video shows officers with the Tallahassee Police Department entering the Chuck E. Cheese building where Jones worked. "We're going to detain the mouse, dude," one officer said as they entered the building. "Yes, we are," another responds. They approached the mascot, placed him in handcuffs, and escorted him out of the building in front of families and children. Officers led Jones to a police cruiser and take him off in the costume's mascot head to speak with him. At one point, a mother expressed her disappointment with the police for arresting Chuck E. Cheese in front of her children, upsetting them. "The parents were not happy with me or us for detaining Chuck E. Cheese," one officer says to another. "Too bad," the other responds. Jones is accused of stealing a credit card and using it. Upon searching Jones, officers found receipts linked to the fraudulent charges, WCTV reported. Jones was booked into the Leon County Jail.
There's all kinds of crazy things going on in Tallahassee these days.
Chuck E. Cheese, he's out.
Yeah.
I thought Chuck E. Cheese went bankrupt.
I
didn't know they were
was,
still operating.
I didn't know. I thought you were reading vintage stories.
No, that was in July. Maybe it was the only Chuck E. Cheese location.
Makes
left.
sense, by the
And
way,
they
what's
only
going
hire
on there.
criminals, yeah.
I'm not a germaphobe by any means, but like
Chuck
to
E. Cheese
go
was
around.
nasty,
Oh my
bro.
god, bro.
We're going. If I see one, we're keeping going.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll go somewhere else.
What would be the modern day Chuck E. Cheese in your mind? Besides apparently the ones that are still operating.
Dave and Buster's.
Wow. Okay.
No.
I mean, that's just the first thing that comes to my mind.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
makes
about
sense,
you
yeah.
guys? Anybody else?
Now I got Dave and Buster stuck in my
Stuck
head.
in my head. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Or puff and what's puff and play, by the way?
What is that? That's a vape store.
Is it? Okay, I got you.
Don't go there if you're looking for, that kind of stuff.
I mean, you
Stay away from the vape, Jay. Stay away from the vape.
Totally done.
Yeah.
Like,
Puff and play.
like
Is it the play?
your toddler's gonna come out just totally secondhand THC'd out.
Shay.
Like,
Oh, goodness.
he's like, I thought this was like for kids.
That play word
Where
threw you
are all
off,
the?
didn't it?
It does.
Where are the
It
skee
does.
ball machines?
But Puff didn't give you any kind of hint.
I didn't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've
That's
never
smart.
been
That's
in.
good. No, I appreciate it. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
There was another thing that happened at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, boy.
When they arrested him, they said, Chucky, don't resist.
You guys didn't hear that. Everett was telling us there was another thing that happened with that particular arrest where the officers told Chucky not to resist. Oh goodness! I got a visual.
Did Chucky get booked? Like, who was
Yeah, he was booked into Leon County
no,
Jail.
I'm just teasing. Yeah. Like, see the mugshot? Like this
Yeah.
guy.
Is he wearing the mouse head or not?
Pause in the
That was going
my
to be my
gosh.
question. Did they take him out of his outfit,
They
or
got
did they
paw
just went
prints.
around the? I guess they could have kept it nice and comfortable for him if he had the
That's
suit
too
on.
funny.
So good.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese gets
Tough
arrested.
Life, man.
I think I got another one.
Here's one for Colby Pitts. I miss the days when the news smacked so damn hard Peter Jennings had to fire up a heater just to deliver that crap.
I remember that.
Dude, I love Colby, dude. Oh my gosh, this is
Let me see.
total commonplace, man. Wasn't bad for you then.
No, it was actually healthy.
This was it.
It was healthy. See how that panned out.
Jim Leland ripping him in the dugout.
Yeah.
Manager of the
yeah.
Tigers, man, just
Yep.
ripping him.
That's like, what's the girl in golf?
Oh,
Charlie Hull?
Yes.
She
Hull,
rips heaters
yeah.
while she's playing.
She sure
And then they
does.
banned it, and then she played like crap.
Yep.
It's like, let her rip heaters.
Let him take the edge off, man.
Yeah, she wants to. I mean, there's people dipping out there. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the girls are dipping, but they probably are. There's probably
a few of them.
She
that are.
definitely is now.
Yes. She got
He's that nicotine fix.
Yes, absolutely. All right, I got another good one for you guys. Man accused of marrying 3 women at the same time for personal and financial gain. Davidson County, North Carolina, again out of Gray News. A man in North Carolina was accused of marrying at least 3 different women at the same time for personal and financial gain, according to officials. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office said in a news release that Harvey Irvine Burdick Jr. was arrested on August 22nd. He is charged with 2 counts of felony bigamy. The sheriff's office began investigating in April. Deputies said that Burdick had 3 marriage licenses with 3 different women and no records of divorces. All 3 marriages took place in North Carolina in Lincoln County, Davidson County, and Guilford County. Burdick was released on a written promise to appear in court on September 22nd at the Davidson County Courthouse. The sheriff's office said they believe there could be additional victims. If you or someone you know has been legally married to Burdick, you're asked to call Detective Fushi at the Davidson County Sheriff's Office at 336-236-3365.
That's not real.
It's got to be real.
Yeah, I'm just. I love that. At least 3 is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's we could be 10.
There's more
It's at
victims
least
out there.
3.
He kind
I
of
give
looks.
him props, man. I mean, I can't even keep
He was
up with
actually
one,
going
much
to
less
different
3.
counties, which
Yeah.
there's some strategic planning there. You can tell. Like, I don't want to do the same county. That's
Yeah.
they get.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's going around.
There he is.
Oh, hey, man,
Hey.
sharp looking guy. Could see where all the ladies would be.
Absolutely.
He stands with the flag as well.
He does.
He kind of looks a little bit like Uncle Fester.
He looks exactly like Uncle Fester. That's a great.
Oh, God.
And I
Call
got
there.
tied into that. I don't know why I even started it, but I watched that Wednesday series on Netflix. It was actually pretty
People love
good.
it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. People love it.
We usually just watch.
What is that?
It's a spin-off of the Addams Family.
Oh, okay.
It's about
yeah,
Wednesday
yeah.
the daughter. Mostly, or-
Yeah.
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 Liam's a big Jenna Ortega fan, so he likes Wednesday too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You got any, Jay?
I can keep rolling through. I don't have anything.
I don't know if this is a debrief or not, but it could be a good PSA for some people out there. Frontier Airlines if you want to take a risk, you can take a risk, is now offering a $299 Go Wild all-you-can-fly annual pass.
Oh my gosh.
Through September 5th, flyers can buy the pass for $299, which is $300 less than the regular price of $599. One of America's biggest airlines just announced a new annual pass deal. Frontier Airlines is now selling the Go Wild all-you-can-fly annual pass, offering flyers nearly 2 years of limitless flight. This is our most exciting Go Wild offer yet, said Bobby Schroeder, Chief Commercial Officer for Frontier Airlines. We've never offered a Go Wild all-you-can-fly annual pass with so much travel time built into it. Through September 5th, flyers can buy the pass for $299, which is $300 less than the regular price of $599.
They do this every year.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. I mean, they do like an
Frontier
upfront
flies
deal.
out of VPS, right, over there in Destin. I'm pretty sure they do. I know
Did
they
you
don't.
say Spirit or Frontier?
Frontier.
Oh, Frontier.
Yeah.
Okay.
The urgent need for funds must be high.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to offer them 2 years of limitless flying for $300?
I wonder if there's blackout dates.
Yeah, it's like, that doesn't make sense at
Yeah.
all. But I mean, they're just like, hey, we're
I wonder how
Probably
many places Frontier flies to.
I've looked
and
into
they're like,
this.
joke's on you, we only fly.
Yeah.
We've got three
got that plane.
destinations.
Seriously,
Flights.
it's comical, dude. Like you can like travel to Utah, right?
Yeah.
And it says that we're going to travel there. If you look at the date, it shows like March of 2026.
Yeah, this is scammer time. Like all the
Like,
flights for the next
seriously.
2 years are fully booked. You
Yes.
can't get on one.
Yeah.
And it's only one flight.
Oh, gosh.
One flight.
You're either on that or you're not.
You're not, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, sorry, you signed up for it.
How do I get back?
Drive, buddy.
Oh, goodness. They got to deal with a rental car agency, too.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Goodness. Yeah, I saw that one little PSA. If you want to hop on the $299 Go Wild all-you-can-fly limitless pass with Frontier Airlines, I'll send Frontier the bill later for that.
Yeah, that's a good plug, huh?
I'll send them a bill for $299.
Yeah.
And then I'll
you
turn
just
around
start
and buy the
flying in.
pass.
Show's
Hey,
over.
let's just trade out for the pass.
Absolutely.
We need to find out if Frontier flies out of not that I'm going to buy the pass, but
I see the wheels turning over there, man.
I mean,
hey, man,
we
can
got
I-
to travel a lot now, and
What do their
$299 's a
flight
lot.
attendants look like?
Oh, gosh. Jay.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
We expect it from you.
I love it. It's amazing.
Where was the one I had earlier that kind of just?
Probably budget.
Oh goodness!
Oh,
Hold on, I think I've got.
They're just
one.
throwing snacks down the aisle. There's no flight
They
attendants.
just push the cart. And you just kind of grab stuff.
Just take your
dump.
own, yeah. Fight over those snacks.
Oh,
Too funny, man.
No, I talked about that one last week. I'll do this one real quick because it's kind of baseball-y a little bit. The Pensacola Blue Wahoos, the minor league baseball team over there in Pensacola, they introduced this season, it's called the Trust Fund. I don't know if y'all saw that. It's sautéed vegetables, a Parmesan boxy topped with creme fraiche, sturgeon caviar topped with grilled steak medallions, and finished with a steamed snow crab leg served by the AA affiliate for the Miami Marlins for $32.
Wow.
You buying it, Jay?
Yeah, absolutely. That looks
It
great.
does look tasty from that picture.
Yeah.
30 is so steep.
It looks like it's served in
Crab.
a helmet too.
Oh, a helmet. Okay.
Yeah.
How about that? That's worth it then.
I
to get the
just
helmet.
don't see myself sitting in the blazing heat, cracking the claws while I'm watching baseball. Maybe, to each his own, I guess. To each his own.
Do y'all remember the Dairy Queen? Like they would do the little helmet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you would put
Oh, yeah.
ice cream, like the banana put. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that what? That's kind of what they.
I think that's like full-size plastic helmet. That's a lot of
I
stuff
get-
in
that
there.
is a lot of
It's not the little one.
Yes.
But yeah.
You can actually wear this one after you're done.
Yeah. Yeah. And not it be just a yarmulke. Oh, all right. Let's do a little sports stuff here. We'll reconvene at the end of the season for the NFL. Obviously, NFL season gets started tonight.
Ooh.
Eagles, Cowboys. And we're going to do a little division winner pick'em, Jay. We've done this kind of stuff
Okay.
before. And if you don't remember who's in the division, we can enlighten you.
Please do.
All right, we're going to start with our guest of honor today, and we're going to start with the AFC East. Who do you think is going to win the AFC East?
Run me down with the favorites.
I can give you the favorites. Yeah, I can give you some odds too.
Give me some.
That's that's the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Buffalo Bills.
Bills. for sure. I'm gonna take Bills.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Jay Henley,
I'll go Dolphins.
Wow.
Yeah.
remember he won the pick'em last year.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, because he just
That
picks
was
them.
last year.
Yeah.
And that was
it's
a
a new
random
year.
pick.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Bills as well. I'm going to get the Hard Rock odds up, though, while we're talking about this. And
Big Josh Allen fan.
Yeah, me too.
He's tough.
He is.
Yeah, he's
he's just born with God-given talent and body size.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to tackle somebody.
yeah. It's just,
What is he, 6'6", 6'7"?
and he moves.
250?
Yeah, he moves pretty well.
Can't imagine.
That's terrifying. That is terrifying. All right. Now I got to find it. Maybe they didn't. I don't want the game tonight. Sorry. Ooh, conference division futures. There we go. We started with the AFC East. Now we'll go to the NFC East. Jay, you remember who's in the NFC East?
Enlighten me.
You got this.
NFC East.
Two of them are playing
The
tonight.
Giants.
Yeah, Giants are in there. Yeah.
Giants
have the worst odds at plus 1750.
Yeah.
Who's playing tonight?
Eagles,
Eagles.
Cowboys.
Eagles,
Yeah.
Cowboys. Those are two other NFC teams.
Yeah.
Eagles are minus 150.
I'm taking Eagles.
All right.
Yeah.
Jay's taking the Eagles. Jay Henley, who are you taking?
I'll go Eagles as well.
All right. I'm going to dare to be different. I'm going to go with the Commanders.
Ooh, with Jaden Daniels, right? I mean,
Jaden Daniels, Scary Terry just signed his extension. They've got a new running back over there. Brian Robinson Jr. is now in the Niners. All right, let's go
okay.
AFC North. This is always an interesting one. Can the Bengals actually make it back to the playoffs? Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns. Obviously, the Ravens are favored at minus 160, followed by the Cincinnati Bengals at plus 260, Steelers at plus 525, and then the Cleveland Browns are at plus 4,000.
long shot.
40 to 1 odds there
is
to win the division.
Burrow's fully healthy?
Yeah.
Okay,
he
I'm
is.
taking
He is.
Bengals.
Okay. Jay Henley, who you got?
Doing the same thing.
Man, sorry. I'm a quarterbacks guy.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
of course a quarterbacks league, but
All right. Well, I'm going to go with the Ravens then.
ooh,
All right. Then we're going to go NFC North. I just remember the story I was trying to find. I'm not going to explain it off my head because I might butcher it. But basically, in a nutshell, and this was just put out, I don't know if it's real or not, but the Lions, the Bears are playing, I think they're playing the Lions, and they're not allowing a couple of the male cheerleaders to come because they don't want it to distract Caleb Williams.
oh my gosh.
What?
I don't know if it's real or not.
It's a joke.
It's
right?
got to be a.
Yeah.
It's got to be a.
That's the guy from that painted his nails
Yep.
from
from USC.
USC.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, back to the NFC North. Just gave away a couple of the teams there in the NFC North. Got the Packers, the Lions, the Vikings, and the Bears. You go first.
Let's go.
The Packers are
Lions.
favored.
Yeah, we'll go Lions.
All right.
Man, I'll take Packers.
I'm gonna go Lions.
Is it Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've made some good moves, and they just got Micah Parsons.
I do like golf though, but I'm gonna take
Yeah.
Love.
All right, we'll bounce over to the AFC South. Is Cam Ward going to be the real deal or not? We got Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans. Fairly close on the odds standpoint. I'll go first in this one. I'm going to take the Texans because I think they have the best quarterback out of those four teams.
Okay.
Jay Henley?
I was going to go Texans, but I'm going to go Jags.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting back to the
T-Law. I'll probably go.
Travis Hunter.
Is Bryce Young? He's a sophomore.
Yes.
Sophomore year.
No, this is his third
year.
Yep.
Okay, because you're right. I'll take. I'll take Titans.
All right. Titans, Cam Ward.
David Hayes would be happy.
Oh yeah.
He would be. Big.
No, he's
he's a Titans fan. Yep.
Yeah, but Bryce Young's with the Panthers.
Yes.
But I'll take the Titans. Yeah.
We're going to the NFC South next,
Okay.
though. So we got the Bucks at minus 110, the Falcons at plus 220, the Panthers at plus 450, and then the New Orleans Saints are 15 to 1 to win that division behind Tyler Shuck. We'll go.
I'll
we'll
take
go
Panthers.
BLJ.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just see, just rolling with B Young.
Well, and if you guys listened on Tuesday, the quarterback for his official lineup for Week 1 was Bryce Young. He liked the matchup against the Jags, I believe, is who they're playing. All right, Jay, who are you taking?
What division is this again?
The NFC South. Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Saints. Do it. Do it for your old stomping grounds.
Right. It's the year of the Falcons. We're taking the Falcons.
All right.
Yeah.
Michael Penix's first full year of starting.
I was going to ask if the Kirk Cousins, he's backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Most expensive backup in the league.
Yep.
He's made a lot of money in the
$154 million.
Yep.
Something that's crazy.
Yep.
I loved him in that quarterback
Yes,
series, though.
yes. And
Pull
he's
for him.
Yeah, he's in both of them.
Yeah.
Did you watch the second season?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Kind of start to feel a little bit bad for him, but then he's like,
Yeah.
I've made a ton of money. And, you know.
This is exactly what I told my wife, like, not that she cares, but I'm like, it's really tough to feel bad for a guy that's $154 million.
Yeah.
Deal.
Absolutely.
And he's like, he's overachieved from what I can gather by a long shot.
Yes.
From what he was projected to be. I mean,
Yep.
he's done great. And everybody's got to, come to an end. And
That's it. Yeah, I think he's
he's 37.
Yep.
Like, dude,
Yep.
you're fine.
He's 37.
Yeah, he was drafted. I forget what year he's at. He played at Michigan State, and he was drafted to, at the time, the Redskins. And he bounced around a little bit, and then landed in Minnesota for a while.
Great.
And and then obviously had a good career up there. And then a couple years ago went to the Falcons, and then the Falcons, after the year he was there, obviously drafted Michael Penix
Yeah.
early in that draft. I think he was the 7th pick or something like that.
Yeah.
But obviously Kirk got, he tore his Achilles his last year in Minnesota, and they never really looked back to 100% during his season with the Falcons last year. And he was taking some big hits and just never got back to 100%. And it opened the door for Michael Penix, and he took advantage of it. And that's why I really like Drake London this year, to pick up in your fantasy leagues, because I think he's going to get the lion's share of the targets from Michael Penix.
Nice.
All right, AFC West. Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. Raiders obviously the highest odds at 16-1. The Chiefs are the odds-on favorite at -115.
I mean, I don't know how you go away from
Jay?
Vegas. I go with Vegas.
He's like, I don't know how you go away from
Vegas.
Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
16-1.
You mean not the Vegas odds maker? You mean the Raiders?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I meant the Chiefs.
I know you do.
The perennial.
That's right.
Best team. Yeah.
I think this is the year, though, that their division-winning streak ends.
Really?
And I think Bo Nix and the Broncos
Ooh.
build on their season from last year, and they win the division this year. Hard-fought division.
Has Bo Nix experienced some success in the NFL?
Yeah, he has.
This makes you question the college coaching schemes, because he was, in my opinion, very vanilla
At Auburn, for
and
sure.
yeah. Well, I guess he went up to Oregon and did okay, but
A lot more passing at Oregon.
yeah. But like to come and be like a key figure on an NFL roster, that
Yep.
I just didn't see that coming.
He led them to some serious success last year. And maybe it's, maybe Sean Payton's just a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, it could be. That's what I mean. It's just like,
Again, getting back to putting your players in the best position to be successful.
that's right.
And maybe,
He's super athletic.
oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
But I've seen him run them out of some games in college.
Yep.
Really often.
Yeah.
So
At Auburn, he just did not have a good go.
yeah.
And then last but not least, the NFC West. I'll pick that one first. Every other year, the Niners have a good year, bad year. Good year, bad year. They had a bad year last year, and now they're going to have a good year this year. So I'm going to go with my Niners coming out of quote-unquote nowhere. They are the favorite to win the division. But a lot of people are
nowhere but the favorite.
But a lot of people are down on them and think the Rams are going to be the team to win that division. It's probably the most wide open division in the league this year. Jay?
I'm going from worst to first, dud to stud, Arizona Cardinals.
Wow.
They actually had a pretty decent year last year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Maybe it was 2 years ago that they were not so good.
Kyler Murray's starting to kind of find his own there.
I was wondering about him. I'll take the Rams, but I was kind of wondering about Murray. He's experienced some injury stuff as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He has a couple years. I think did he tear his ACL?
Yeah, something. I mean, I don't know. But
He had a significant injury early on in his NFL career, but obviously a stud out there at Oklahoma when he was in college. But and he was a first round draft pick in baseball too, if I'm not
13th
mistaken.
overall.
Yeah, the Oakland
Crazy.
A's.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, dynamic
Just
athlete.
super athlete.
Yeah.
Shifty, as they say. Shifty indeed. Anything else you guys want to talk about real quick before we shut this thing down?
I really appreciated you having me. I really
I'm so
enjoyed
glad you
this.
came on.
I would do it again.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah,
anytime.
this is awesome.
We're here Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Colby said that your brother is the athlete of the family.
He is. It's discounted, but he is. And tell Colby, I miss him. I can't wait to see him.
You talk to him.
I love you, buddy. I can't wait to see you. Text me. He's kind of
Flaky?
that's exact. But when you need him, he comes through.
Absolutely.
When you need him, he comes
And
through.
if you need him to know somebody, he comes through with that every
Of course I
single
do. Yeah,
time.
boom. There you
Every
go.
single time.
So
Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in. This was episode 6 with Jaye Chapman and Jay Hendley. Have a great weekend.